If you are a senior on Social Security or disability benefits, there is some breaking news that you need to know about right now. New rules are coming into effect on September 30th, and if you don't act before then, your check could be delayed by weeks, even months. I want to make sure you're prepared, because this change is happening whether you're ready or not. And I'll also share with you some major updates that are coming in 2026 that will affect Social Security, plus some important information on how you can save money on Medicare so you're not caught off guard when health expenses come up. So make sure you stay with me through the end of this video. Let's start with the urgent news. Beginning September 30th, the Social Security Administration will no longer be issuing paper checks for benefit payments. That means if you or someone you know is still receiving their Social Security or disability check in the mail, that option is ending permanently. After September, all benefits must be received electronically. This is part of a bigger federal initiative to modernize payments and make sure that benefits arrive safely and on time. The SSA has said that paper checks are 16 times more likely to be lost, stolen, or delayed, so switching to electronic payments is supposed to give seniors more security. But here's the catch. If you don't make the switch before September 30th, you could face delays of 30 to 60 days before your money is rerouted and actually reaches you. And for most people, waiting that long simply isn't an option. So what do you need to do? If you're still receiving paper checks, there are two options available to you. The first is to open a bank account or credit union account if you don't already have one, and contact Social Security to have your monthly benefits sent directly to that account. This option is simple, and once it's set up, your payments will be automatically deposited every month. But if you can't get a traditional bank account for some reason, there's another option created specifically for seniors in this situation. It's called the Direct Express Debit Card. This is a government-issued debit card, backed by the U.S. Treasury, that works just like a regular bank debit card. Your benefits go directly onto the card each month, and you can use it for everyday purchases, to pay bills, or withdraw cash at ATMs. It's safe, it's secure, and it's designed for seniors who don't have access to traditional banking. The important thing to understand is that doing nothing is not an option. The government is not going to make exceptions, and paper checks will no longer be mailed. So take action now. Either set up direct deposit with your bank, or apply for the Direct Express card before September 30th. If you don't, you run the risk of your benefits being delayed. If you have parents, grandparents, or friends who are still getting paper checks, please let them know as well. The sooner you act, the smoother this transition will be. Now, let's talk about what's coming next. Because in 2026, 6 major changes are hitting Social Security, and you need to know how they'll impact your retirement. The first big change is that the cost of living adjustment, or COLA, is projected to be lower than what many people were expecting. Instead of the 3 or 4% increase some were hoping for, estimates right now put it around 2.7%. That means the average Social Security check may only go up about $50. But here's the bad news. Medicare Part B premiums are expected to rise by over 11%. That's an increase of around $21 a month, which could eat up nearly half of your Social Security increase. So while your check may technically go up, a large chunk of it will be offset by higher healthcare costs. The next change is that the full retirement age is officially moving up to 67 for anyone born after 1960. This has been in the works since a law was passed in 1983. And now we've finally reached the point where the higher retirement age is permanent. For those born in 1958 or 1959, the full retirement age is just under 67, but for anyone younger, 67 is the new standard. That means if you want to maximize your monthly benefit, you'll need to wait longer than previous generations did. There are also changes coming to Social Security taxes. Each year, wages are taxed for Social Security up to a certain limit. In 2025, that limit is $176,100, but in 2026, it's expected to rise to about $833,000. That means higher earners will pay Social Security tax on more of their income, which brings more money into the system. If you're still working while receiving Social Security, you'll want to pay attention to the earnings test. In 2025, you can earn up to $23,400 before your benefits start being reduced. In 2026, that limit will go up to $24,360. That's a little bit more breathing room. But remember, if you earn over that amount, your benefits will be reduced until you reach full retirement age. Another important change is the amount of income needed to earn Social Security credits. To qualify for benefits, you need 40 credits, and you can earn up to 4 each year. In 2025, you'll need to earn $1,730 in a quarter to get a credit, but in 2026, that number is projected to increase to $1,810. It's not a huge jump, but it's worth being aware of if you're still working and building toward retirement. And finally, there's the issue of the Social Security Trust Fund. Right now, projections say it will run out of money in 2032, which is 3 years sooner than originally expected. That doesn't mean Social Security will disappear, but it does mean that changes will have to be made. Lawmakers are considering a number of options, from raising the retirement age even further, to reducing cost of living adjustments, to increasing taxes, or removing the cap on income that's taxed for Social Security. These decisions will affect everyone, and they're going to be debated heavily in the coming years. So what does all of this mean for you? It means that the system is changing, and the more you know now, the better you can prepare. That starts with making sure your benefits are set up correctly before September 30th, so your check isn't delayed. It also means keeping an eye on the 2026 changes so you can plan your retirement income, Medicare coverage, and overall finances with realistic expectations. And speaking of Medicare, this is one area where too many people don't pay enough attention. Choosing the right Medicare plan can save you thousands of dollars over the course of your retirement. Healthcare is expensive, and Medicare is not one size fits all. If you want to maximize your coverage and reduce your out-of-pocket costs, it's important to review your options and get into the right plan for your needs. So here's the bottom line. Act now before September 30th to avoid interruptions with your Social Security checks. Stay aware of the changes coming in 2026, and take the time to make sure your Medicare coverage is working for you. These small steps today can make a big difference in protecting your income and making sure you're financially secure in the years ahead.